Hey everybody, it's Shamika. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. I wanted to bring you guys something that I thought was very important. And shout out to Miss Boss, one of my TikTok followers and friends who actually likes to share information and is also a veteran. And she brought some information to my attention that I wanted you guys to know about. Since we are currently dealing with a lot of schools that are closing right now, schools that are no longer around, they're losing their accreditation, they're a part of that sweet lawsuit. You know, your school is on that Navient lawsuit list. There's a lot of things going on. And here is something that I think is so awesome for you veterans. If you, and what you may not have known, if you used your GI Bill to pay for any portion of your education with any of the schools that has closed or been disapproved. Did y'all look what it says? Now, it doesn't just say school, it says program. That is very important, okay? Some schools are still open. Some programs are closed though, and what that means is if they're no longer offering that degree program or anything at your school. And no, guys, I'm not peeing if you hear the water. That is my mom mopping. So make sure you guys are paying a close attention. So this, your school may be open, but that program may no longer be there. But if you fall into either one of these two categories, please know that you can now fill out an application and have the VA restore your benefits. Okay, this is a big deal. Why? Because some people get the opportunity to possibly go and get another degree. Just because your program is no longer being offered at the school doesn't mean that that degree is no longer good. Okay, now you guys will have to go through a review process. Somebody is going to take a look at your application. So this is not always a 100% guarantee if the school's open and the program has closed. But if we're just going by based off of what it says here, I can't see it being an issue. But let's just run through this really quick. It says if your school or program has closed or has been disapproved to a change in law or VA regulations, you may be eligible for partial or full restoration of your educational benefits. Okay, now that's one portion of it. Here is another portion that you guys need to pay attention to, because it says if your school closed, the program was disapproved after August 2021. In order to get your restoration of your entitlement benefits, they want you to enroll at another school. So basically they can transfer the money that was there now to another school. So it may be different for some of you individuals where this has happened during COVID or 2021 or later. For some of the other individuals, their schools just have closed, the program's no longer there. Let's use, for example, Everest College. That school is no longer open. Anyone who used their GI Bill, as you can see, it does not have a time frame of when this has to be, when this has started, or when, or before or after. It did not even reference any federal regulations for us to really read, to see. So I'm going to tell everyone to, if you went to school, that school's not open, and that program is not there, then make sure you go right here and click on this application. And we're going to look really quick. I'm just going to see if there's going to be anything that's going to stand out. Now I'm going to tell y'all, they give y'all that little bit of information on that other page, but here is where it gets down to the meat and potatoes, or shall I say the brass tacks. It says use this form to apply for education benefits used at a school that is permanently closed or had its approval to receive VA benefits withdrawn or withdrawn due to COVID. Okay, yeah, to have the VA benefits withdrawn or due to COVID, and look at that, between March 2020 and June 2022, has temporarily or suspended your program of study. So that seems like a lot. So it's saying education benefits used at a school that is permanently closed or had its approval to receive the VA benefits withdrawn or due to COVID. Okay, so it's looking that they're saying the dates would matter. What looks like they're locking in these dates here between March 2020 and March 20 2022. Now, you guys are probably reading or looking at this along with me. If you guys see something different than I am, make sure you comment below. We can have a conversation about it. But it seems that they're locking in these last 2 years. You guys know my motto. If you think you'll qualify, apply. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't even care if it was just in between these last 2 years. I don't care if it was from something back in 1995. If I can't use it anymore, I want to see if I'm able to get my benefits restored. You know, a lot of stuff with the VA is not necessarily just regulations. A lot of these things can be taken to court and they can be changed through case law. So please don't think that just because it's here, that means, and you know, you get denied, that it means that it's over. Okay, so that's not necessarily the case. Okay, let's see. With limited exception, the VA can restore entitlement only for the period of enrollment in which you did not receive credit or in which you lost training time. Generally, this means the entitlement can be restored for a single term you enrolled in when your program was suspended when you closed it. Okay, so here's what they're saying. Now, this means something different. So, remember earlier I was saying it looks like you'll be able to get a degree, but that is not necessarily true. This is why I wanted to go through this form with you guys, because it is saying here, this, when they're talking about a program, it's more so for individuals who are in school, already in a program, and then the program closes down and you do not receive credit for that time. So it doesn't look like the VA is going to be prepared to pay back 2 years or 3 years at a school. It looks like they plan on paying just for a semester or two, okay? Let's keep going. For any affected enrollment between, the VA is able to restore entitlement for the entire program of education. Now, okay, now look that. They just went back and said what I said. They just said the opposite. So they're saying that they will restore entitlement for the entire program of education, not just the last term. But this, again, guys, is between these dates, between enrollment of 2021 through 2023. So they're giving some time ahead for you guys. So if you're, going to be in a school that's going to lose accreditation, or some of you guys know that someone's going to lose their accreditation, or school closes down, please keep in mind that they have until 2023. We don't know what's going to happen, if there's going to be a new application, a new form. Lots of things change. You guys know we have to catch up on these things when they come out. All right, it says to date of this action. Okay, let's see. Not just the last term, quarter, or semester if you are not able to transfer at least 12 credits to a new school. Okay, good. The date of this action is effective August 21. Okay. Claims for this temporary provision must be received after enrollment at the new school. All right, so basically you have between August 2021 and September 2023 to get this in. And they are saying that they will restore benefits to, and now look at this, they're even doing VEEP, Chapter 32. So this is not for, see, this is what's confusing, guys. And this is why I'm always telling you guys if you qualify to apply, because let's go here with the Post-Vietnam Veterans Educational System, VEEP. VEEP is something that individuals who probably way before my time have. And what individual that has VEEP is going to school right now? Nobody. So that makes me think that if they're going to cover schools that accept VEEP, even here with the old Chapter 1606 of Montgomery GI Bill, they don't even have that one anymore. The only things that are still around, and I wouldn't even say the Montgomery GI Bill, some people may still have it that were in it and use it, but it's really only Chapter 35 in the 911. These other ones are kind of, they're old, but not a lot of people use them. So if they're going to cover back to education benefits that were back here, I would say I would just do it and see if your school applies, especially if it's closed. I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to only choose to do between these dates when the Sweet lawsuit and the Navient lawsuit and these schools have closed down, or some of these people are getting their money back for under the Borrower's Defense Program. If they got student loans in conjunction with the Montgomery GI Bill or your VA education benefits. So again, I know what it says here on paper, but again, a lot of things change. These go to people. You may have a case. You may be able to change the course of law if you feel that you qualify and they're not being fair, okay? So entitlement restoration requests due to school closure, program suspension, or withdrawal. So, let's see. So they're talking about is there the instructions? Let me just keep going. I want to see. It says you may be eligible for restoration of entitlement and have to enroll in a new school. To complete your interrupted program, you lost credit because your new school accepted fewer than 12 credits. Again, they throw all this stuff in there that it can be so confusing to some instead of just making this something that is easy. I'm going to run through this application with you guys really quickly. You guys should get this part: your name, application, address. Did your school close and or suspend your individual program? Okay. Uh, so if it's yes, you're going to answer here. Let's see what 7. Did you complete a program or study at the school, at the closed or disapproved school? So if you put yes, let's see what happens. It doesn't tell you to go anywhere else. Did you receive credit? Okay. Were you still enrolled in the program when it was okay? Were you on an approved leave of absence? Did you withdraw? Are you enrolled in a new school? Are you completing a program at a new school? If you attended a non-college degree school that was closed or suspended, disapproved, did the school transfer? Okay, so this is just fact-finding questions. Nothing real big here. Most of this is going to be handled by the VA. When it comes to tracing your payments, again, this is a very simple one-page application. It is VA Form 220989. Again, make sure you let individuals know. Now, see, this was approved April 2021. So this just came out last year and nobody was even talking about it. Okay. So, again, this is why you guys come here, because you want to get the information on these forms that nobody is talking about. And take a look at this too. It says expiration 4/30/24. Now, didn't you guys see that the last date was going to be September 2023? So they're saying as of April 2024, they can no longer even use this form. And let me just tell you what is so neat about the government. They even tell you how long it should take you to fill out this form. 15 minutes. I give them 10, but I'll go with 15. All right, so let me know if you guys have any questions. Did this confuse you? Are you guys going to apply? Do you think this is worth the effort? And are you going to be using this? I hope that you guys are. And are you going to be telling somebody else to do it? So make sure, if the school or the program has closed or is no longer accepting VA benefits, you have the opportunity to apply to get your educational benefits restored. So that means more money for you, more education time for you. I hope this helped somebody. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.